It's still pretty darn cold, to be expected, I guess, for December football. It's the calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Running the jet sweep with Jones. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The Bears had 5 and 6 to start play. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And incomplete on the deep ball.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the 50, here's Fields. He'll get that to Amir Smith-Marset. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 33. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And able to get this to the 31.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing on third down, Fields. Man open, here is Jones. Touchdown, Bears. Velus Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got a man open, it's Darren Waller. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking outside, and he's got a man. That's Austin. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. He's at the 40. 20, 10, 5, and they will score a pick 6 for Bears touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Fall for touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, they take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. He'll drop to throw. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the 1st down. Drive 1 is they had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB2, let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield, you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Steps away to his left. Across the formation, he hits Austin. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll set up a throw. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Carr now to throw. They'll roll him out right. And that'll be incomplete.
But that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And it goes down. Roquan Smith has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Carlson able to put this one through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now's not the time to panic. All is well. Somewhat calm. Only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old mountain climb? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, to me, there is no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. On the option right is Fields. And he is going to lose yardage here. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now Fields. His throw incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go and catch passes where people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. Hunter Renfrow deep to return for the Raiders. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the... Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sit through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Fields. This is caught. Touchdown. Cole Kmet, a 14-yard touchdown. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
That felt like a trap, because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd and 9, Fields. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's make something happen. Come on. Get playing. Come on, boys. Let's finish strong.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's Fields. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. A shotgun snap, Fields. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Coverage is awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Santos' kick is up and through, and the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Offense set to get this drive started. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Carr. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Fields. to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to draw that one free.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
From the 30 on second down, Carr on the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I'm sure that was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Clean play, no flags coming out of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3-and-out.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Out route, he finds his man. It's Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there at 22.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete here to Kmet. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Fields. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Max Crosby. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task.
Here we go on 4th down. Fields. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
On play action, it's Carr. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Rolling to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Completes it to Austin. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Drop for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there. And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is. Grades will be handed out in this one. Because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggling to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well. So give some credit to the defense. They're going to try and throw. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. On 1st down, it's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown, Chicago! A great play there. 36 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Santos now to add the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
That's taken in by Watson. Second and one. They drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Carr. He finds Watson. It's caught. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Here's Jacobs. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? One more time with Jacobs. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to cut into that deficit. So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2. They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he will get in for the 2 points to get this back to a 3-score game. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game that 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Fields. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the 1st down. Now it's Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. Pass to the right. There's Jones. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Chicago. Now the point after try for Santos. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over-pursuing, and making a very nice play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw, it's Carr. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Carr. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Counter play with Jacobs. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he finds Austin complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 19. That's good for 28 yards. With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Jacobs. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Okay, ready?
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup at 3. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They go with Jacobs. He's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the fourth quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
23 yards to pick up there. Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they be?
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. And even 40 yards.
No let-up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold-up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. To throw is Fields. And it's caught. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. So this one in the win column for the